We have a very special guest this morning. You may remember her from All My Children or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she's been in several movies. Actress and mom Sarah Michelle Gellar is here to talk to us about a highly contagious disease that affects many young children. Also joining us, Dr. Siobhan Dolan. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, ladies. So nice to see you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, well, tell me about your outlook, Sarah, on motherhood and vaccinations.
Well, I think, for me as a new mom, you spend all this time researching what vaccines do I give my child, when do I give them, how many, that we forget about ourselves. And one of the things that I learned, thankfully, from my incredible OB at the time, was that, a lot of the time we are not up to date on our vaccines, and that's how we spread it. And pertussis in particular is seeing a major resurgence. And one of the reasons is that we're not realizing that even if we were vaccinated as a child, that it wanes over time and we need this adult Tdap booster. And now because of it, we're having this increase in pertussis. And it's happening all across the country, not just in specific states. And I'm not 100% sure the numbers, but I believe in Ohio that from 2011 to 2012, there was a 30% increase in just the reported cases of pertussis alone, also known as whooping cough or whooping cough, I think more commonly.
Wow, that's really a scary figure there. Tell me, how did you get involved with the Sounds of Pertussis campaign?
Well, the campaign is an incredible partnership between March of Dimes and Sanofi Pasteur. And they contacted me and asked if I was familiar with it, and I said, of course, absolutely. And it's about trying to spread the word, and I think that there's so much information out there, and I think new parents can get incredibly overwhelmed. And, we're parents, we're not medical specialists, and I think if there's one thing that I can do is speak one-to-one as a mom to you and to urge you to please get this vaccine. We can stop. This is an illness that is, particularly in infants, it can be fatal a lot of the time.
Doctor, we hear so much about whooping cough, but to be honest, not everyone knows exactly what it is. Tell me, what is whooping cough?
Whooping cough is a respiratory infection, and the technical term for it is pertussis, but the common name is whooping cough, and that's named because when children have it, they can be so severely affected, and their respiratory system and lungs are so affected, they have a very serious cough, and so their coughing can be so intense that when they try to breathe in, it makes sort of a whistling or a whooping sound, and so as a result, it got the name whooping cough. It's a respiratory infection, and it's spread very readily between people. So the important part in terms of prevention is to be vaccinated so that you're not susceptible to infection. You can't actually become infected yourself because you're protected with the adult Tdap booster.
Okay, one last question I have for you guys. Where can you go to find out more information?
Well, the best place is at our website, which is www.soundsofpertussis.com. On the website, there's real accounts you can hear firsthand. You can also hear an audio sampling of what the cough sounds like. I urge anyone, if you have any questions, please see a doctor. But that's the thing is we don't realize, we ask people to sanitize their hands, don't see our newborn if you have a cold. You could just take your newborn out, you hear someone coughing, you'll be familiar with what the sound is because this is how readily it can be spread.
Okay, thank you so much for all of the great information, ladies. Thanks so much for joining us. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Dr. Siobhan Dolan.